the login direction. Like when a user logs in, he is either a doctor or a patient. So if a doctor logs in, we will redirect him to the area of doctors, to the home page created there. If a patient logs in, he will be redirected to the area of patients. And he will be able to see the home page of his patients area. For this, I have created a small diagram and then I'll explain the project. In this diagram, this part is the login function which I have extracted here, but I'll show you the details in a moment. The user starts logging in, he is verified, login succeeded. We will create user credentials later on, but at least from our database query we know the type of the user. If the user type is D, remember this D was created when the user was registering. There we had this, you are registering as a doctor, as a patient. So if he registered as a doctor, we will redirect him to the home page of the doctor area. Similarly, we will redirect the patient to the home page of the patient area. See, we will create two areas here. One area is for doctor and the other area is called patient. For this, we are going to add a folder called areas and create a tree inside them. Nothing else will be done. Only this redirection will be completed and these areas will be added. So let us have a look at the project now. This is our solution explorer. And first of all, we added a folder called areas. To this folder called areas, we added a doctor area. To the doctor area, we created the whole tree, the pages folder, the shared folder, view imports. View imports, you remember, is for modularity, so that we don't have to type tag helpers everywhere, and the namespaces are also not required to be attached everywhere. Then view start file, it says that the layout file for the whole pages folder is going to be the same common outer shared file that we created in the first step of this project. And after that, we have added a home page for index.cshtml. This is a home page which is based on a template, I think dashboard template of Bootstrap. I will add this template to the downloads so that you can have a look at the template also. And before I show anything else, let me also show you the, now I'll close this so that we don't confuse ourselves a lot. I'm closing this areas folder, and now where I'm going to the login.cshtml file where the user will log in. So from there you will now see the direction, whether we take him to the doctor's area or to the patient area. Double click it. And if you remember, this we already completed, the dependency injection we already completed, then login info bind property was also used. This we did quite earlier. And then we had this on post async, the return URL, and then if you remember, we queried the user from the database by using the email ID he entered. No user existed. This was already done earlier. If no user existed, we said account not found. Otherwise, we said wrong password. And today we have now added this part. In this part, we now have written that login has succeeded, because if we are at this point, that means login has succeeded. Passwords have matched. User was found. And user credentials will be created at this point, but later on. We are not doing that. User credentials that will help us display his logged in info on each page, whether he remembers himself and all that. That will be done at a later stage, but right now, if user login dot user type dot equals d. So what is this user login? Login info, the query we made on the database that told us everything what it told us. Let us have a look at that also so that our doubts don't remain. Password, remember me, came with the login info, but login info itself brings registration info. And user type, D for doctor, P for patient, it comes ultimately to your user login, and then depending on what his type is, we redirect him to the index page of the doctor area or of the patient area. So this part should now be amply clear to you. Let us close other tabs so that we don't get into a lot of confusion. Okay, now